The fear and doubt that many Americans are currently feeling isn't because of the virus, it's because of the people we continue to elect to represent us in Washington, D.C. While this pandemic is certainly an event that cannot be ignored, how we have responded to the virus and to the needs of the American people has been even more tragic than the virus itself. Tough choices have been made by almost everyone to stop the spread of the virus. The true damage that this pandemic has caused won't be felt by a lot of people until a month or so down the road. The number of people suddenly thrust into unemployment is terrifying, and the result of that is yet to be felt. We have been assured over and over again by our elected officials have this under control and that we will be provided with the support necessary to feed our families and keep our families in our homes. As of now, we still have no assurance that we, the American people, will be provided with anything to assure us that we will be okay. This is not okay. This is bigger than Republicans and Democrats. This is because the people we continue to elect are so completely out of touch with the way that most Americans live. Most of our elected officials, both Republicans and Democrats, have solid financial footing that have allowed them to forget what it's like to truly worry about the things that we, the people that represent, worry about. Our elected officials don't remember what it's like to worry about the cost of groceries, rent, healthcare, and basic utilities. This is a common theme on both sides of the aisle. Hopefully this pandemic will wake up the people of America and will change the way we allow ourselves to be represented. We have to change who we put into power, and we have to ensure that our voices are heard and that the things that we worry about are not forgotten about by those who we choose to represent us in the future. Our elected officials are failing us. Republicans, Democrats, and independents are all being hurt by this. Uncertainty, fear, and doubt have hit the households of every political party, and now we have to make it a point to speak up, speak out, and let Washington, D.C. know that our fears are real and are important, and that we don't care about politics right now. We care about our daily lives and our ability to rest at night without worrying about tomorrow. They need to freeze mortgage/interest/rent. It's that simple and obvious. Other countries have done this. No one loses and everyone stays relatively above water. Yet totally agree. And some kind of supplemental financial aid, whether small amount of cash or even government loans at no interest like you're saying. How do the landlords pay their bills if no one is paying rent? They have mortgages, utilities, maintenance, insurance, and other expenses they are constantly incurring to keep people in homes. Start with the banks on the mortgage thing. If the landlord is temporarily relieved of a mortgage, then the tenants can be relieved of rent. How about property tax? One of my dad's property costs over $30,000 per year in property taxes. He depends on the income from tenants to pay that. Everyone doesn't lose except banks, their workers, and their investors. All the socialists are going to find out the hard way that money is produced by low regulations and hard work. There is no hidden stash in the corner. That said, what little is left of our wealth needs to go to hourly workers now. Salaried workers can get unemployment. Businesses need no interest loans. Now, tell Nancy Pelosi to stop putting socialist New Green Deal billions of pork in her bills. God. Bro, just brother. The Fed is already giving away money. It was in the news this morning. Also, no hard work is being done this month for your shelter. It's not like a couple missed payments or payments covered by the government will be a big deal. We literally need people to stay home. It's not a big deal so long as everybody stays home for a few months. If we don't start home, this ordeal will last 6 months instead of 2. The government is for sure full of shit, left, right, Democrats, Republicans, their mothers and sisters. It's just plain stupidity to try to pass green power on a coronavirus bill, or sell stocks when you know a tsunami is coming, or tell the country that you got ventilators and masks in stock, and 2 days later say that you need talk to manufacturers and they are on their way, etc., etc., etc. When Japan bombed Pearl Harbor, the House and Senate did not declare war, and pass a green emission law, etc., they just declare war. We need to make this legislation and president, all of them accountable for their complete failure, and total selfishness in pushing their own agenda. It's ridiculous. Our elected officials are failing us. Republicans, Democrats, and independents are all being hurt by this. Uncertainty, fear, and doubt have hit the households of every political party, and now we have to make it a point to speak up, speak out, and let Washington, D.C. know that our fears are real and are important, and that we don't care about politics or